Support Wrestle Talk!
Enable notifications. Bayley returns from injury, Roman Reigns works a very insider shoot, and the streak continues. No, sadly not Raw's run of good episodes. Curt Hawkins lost another match. I'm Ollie Davis, and this is the 18th of September 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw in about 4 minutes. No Mercy's Go Home episode of Raw opened with The Miz demanding an Intercontinental Championship match at the pay-per-view, which Kurt Angle solved with his new favourite solution: put Jason Jordan in a match. Miz called Kurt a deadbeat dad, safe sex kids, which brought out Jordan to defend his pa's honour, to very little reaction from the crowd. And the #1 contenders match quickly became a 6-pack challenge. Jordan's matches with Roman Reigns and John Cena over the last 2 weeks were starting to get him over, proving himself in valiant losing efforts. WWE's way of capitalising on this: forcefully push him on the fans again in a storyline that centres around the main obstacle to him connecting with the crowd, the lame duck storyline that is Kurt's illegitimate son. Next up was the pay-per-view match WWE has been building for over half a year, given away on Raw with just 2 minutes of TV time. Nia Jax easily beat Alexa Bliss. The post-match was rather bizarre from a psychology standpoint. Returning babyface Bayley's big returning angle was ganging up on Jax, and then ganging up on Bliss. Bayley was later added to their No Mercy match. Guys, you know Emma's in this match too. Shane Morrow, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose and Gil Anderson had the match of the night, with an incredibly fun 3-way tag. But after having the most intriguing storyline in WWE last month, the tag team division has become repetitive and lacks emotion. Determined to stop his losing streak, Curt Hawkins took on Apollo Crews and lost. It'll never get him over as anything more than an undercard act, but at least it is an act. Just like the Samoa Joe interview before Great Balls of Fire, Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman appeared on a split screen, with Braun shot from a low angle to make him even more intimidating. The interview was nowhere near as good as that Joe angle though, with Braun's comic book appeal not as visceral as Joe's far more believable threat of violence. Despite being played as live, Brock reportedly wasn't actually there, and the interviews were filmed last week, because why would you want your biggest draw for an in-ring angle heading into the pay-per-view you're trying to sell? No Mercy's other big match also lacked presence, with John Cena missing. Roman Reigns used this as material though, calling John a hypocrite for leaving WWE just like Cena once accused The Rock of doing. If you follow WWE on Twitter though, you'd know that doesn't ring true. Cena was wrestling in China for SmackDown. Reigns then cut the feud's latest work shoot jab. Sometimes he says stupid shit, like trying to say I'm the next John Cena. Do I look like a jacked up white guy with a giant head? Nah, if I did, I wouldn't have a career here. You don't believe me? Ask Alex Riley. Back in 2011, Riley had serious potential as a breakout star, but something happened between him and Cena backstage that stopped A-Rise push cold. I'll put it this way: there was an incident and it certainly changed the path of my career. What that incident was still hasn't come out. It was a peculiar, very insider reference to bring up, similar to Miz shooting on Enzo last week for getting thrown off the WWE tour bus. That aside, this was a very good promo from Reigns. First, Goldust couldn't beat Bray Wyatt, and now Dustin Rhodes can't either. But maybe Finn Balor and a Titantron can. Hey Neville, there's only one word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out. S-W-A-F-T. Braun? No wait, that's not how you spell. Oh my god! All of Enzo's backstage heat physically manifested itself in the form of Braun Strowman, who took out Amore mid-promo. It's not the strongest message to send to Lesnar, beating up a guy 1/8 your size, so it just came off as the latest way to publicly bury Enzo. Neville attacked the scraps and then beat Gran Metalik in a quick match afterwards. Usually I'd be a fan of an Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match main eventing Raw. It really helps elevate the title, but the 6-pack challenge lacks star power, and the whole angle came off like a rush job just 6 days out from the pay-per-view. Miz stopped Jeff Hardy from winning, after which Jordan stole the pin. So that was this week's Raw in about 4 minutes. Here's the usual ratings recap from top to bottom in all core average, poor, and bore. I'll reveal my rating very shortly, but first, vote in the poll above my head to give yours. I'll announce the results in tomorrow's Wrestle Talk news. The video packages across the board were great, both those promoting No Mercy and the poignant segment devoted to Bobby Heenan's recent passing. And the six-man tag was incredibly fun, but everything else on Raw felt flat. Yet another go-home show that makes me less excited about the actual pay-per-view. This episode needed cliffhangers, drama, not housekeeping for the Intercontinental title, and Enzo getting destroyed by Strowman. Where are the go-home angles that used to make you desperate for Sunday to come? This week's Raw is poor. Have WWE's Hell in a Cell plans been leaked? And what major WrestleMania 34 storyline has been scrapped by WWE? Click the videos to the left to find out, press subscribe, and support Wrestle Talk on Patreon. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.